Alright everyone, we are in week 8. That means we are almost at the middle of the semester. So this week is your first time you're actually going to write your literature review. The drafts 1 of your literature review are due this week. Remember, only the best grade from draft 1 and draft 2 actually goes into the final calculation. You will see the grade from draft 1 and you will see the feedback. However, that grade will not be taken into the final calculation till you have your draft 2. So whichever one, if you 99% of the time students score higher on draft 2 because they use the feedback to do it. This is the first time you're writing it, so that is also another reason. So what I have here is, let me mark these and then I'm going to talk more about these. I have your literature review format. That's a template for you guys to use for it. Here is the rubric for the final literature review. So even if your drafts are incomplete, which will show in the final draft ones are incomplete, I still grade it as per the final rubric so that you can see the holes that you want to work on. You may have a shortened draft submitted, but at least you can see which are the areas you can extend, add on, and all of those things. So that is where this rubric comes in because of that reason. And here are 2 examples that you can look at for while doing your drafts. And the last thing that is there on here is your drop box for it. Remember, 30% and more plagiarized will not receive a feedback and receive a grade of a 0. There is no makeup allowed for 30% or more plagiarized work. So let me go back and then talk about these, okay? So here is your draft 1, your title, name, all of these information will come in. Here is your template. It is not a bulleted list. Remember, your draft is not a bulleted list. I have given you to know which things that you need. You want to talk about some of the background. That is where your APA in-text citations come, 1 or 2. Why is it important? You will use the sentence and the purpose of this research study is to. Why are you doing this study? How does it inform the discipline? What is the purpose? You will have a sentence that says the literature review will discuss, will share, will compare, which comes from your headings and subheadings. Remember, you did a research outline and now you're doing a lit review. So all those headings and subheadings in your body of the literature becomes your components here, right? And then the last sentence would be, therefore the research question is, and you will put your research question again in a question format. Here's the review of the literature and all. Some things to remember: no first person, no I, me, you, I, me, we, none of the first person. Okay, everything is written in third person. You are only allowed 2 direct quotes throughout the paper. Remember to have page numbers for those direct quotes, but only 2. Keep the text consistent. Future tense, past tense. Most literature reviews are written in past tense. Do it in past tense. It's the easiest to do, but past tense needs to be throughout. No switching to present tense or future tense. Okay. In a page, there should be minimum of 3 citations. Okay. However, if you have a paragraph and you only have 1 citation there, that means you're doing a bibliography, annotated bibliography of that article, not the key information. A key information is several people have said the same thing or 2 people have said the same thing. That is how it is. Or this person said this person said this person said this. And that is how they're contrasting. It needs to be a critical analysis. Going article by article by article in your lit review is a summary of those articles. That is not what is needed. That's why we do those research outlines. Now you're pulling that information about that topic from different articles. And here is more about it. The research is not a person. Research results inform you, or the researchers interpret the results to get that. Okay, so that is known as anthropomorphism. Okay, so just get those and you remember, any citation that you use in text has to be in the reference list. Any you use in the reference list has to be in text. Okay, there's a lot of information coming, so it's okay. This is just your draft one, and that is why I force my students to draft one. This is counted as your midterm. You don't have a midterm in this class, and draft ones are your midterm. You're working on it the whole week. This is all the assignment that you're working on. You must have already got your articles now from the literature search report. You have the feedback on the APA from there, so use that feedback. You have your outline already decided, use the outline over there. So all these pieces are now coming together. Your research question document, the final research question gives you your research question. All of these are now coming together for your draft of the lit review. Best of luck. I look forward to reading your drafts, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Post them on the course question discussion board. If you want to set up a time, I will be more than happy to set up a time, meet during office hours. Please don't hesitate to reach out at any point. I'm here for your academic success. So please reach out. This week will be a little bit overwhelming because you are writing for the first time. You're writing your literature reviews for the first time. Believe me, this is everybody goes through it. Those drafts are going to become much stronger as we move forward. I provide extensive feedback. Please don't worry about that grade that you get. You will get a grade, but it will show you where the holes are so that you can revise and resubmit those. Okay. If you have any questions, once again, please reach out. Best of luck.